Hi, give me a second to find the video. Let's see. Good morning. I'll give people a second to find me. I'm feeling real good. I'm probably going to do a little bit of an energy report. And then I'm going to talk about the third eye when some people get on here. I'm not even sure if anyone's clicked on it yet. Hi. I'm giving it a second for people to find me, but I want to talk about the third eye today on this feed in this space. And I am feeling real good today. I'm seeing lots of crazy stuff occurring with the planet and all this stuff going on, and I'm feeling real good today. I've been seeing a lot of purging going on. I did a poll on my Reiki wall yesterday, and it was like 300 people had Ascension symptoms within the past month at least. So we're seeing that, there's a lot of purging occurring, that as we're going up and getting moved to timelines that are higher and higher frequency and doing this ascension, that it can take our bodies a second to catch up. And I was trying to tell my husband that yesterday because he's sick as fuck. And I was trying to, at least it makes me feel better if I'm going through some kind of ascension symptoms that everyone else is too. It makes me feel better that we're doing this together. We're all in this together at this point. And so it does make me feel better. So I did a little survey for fun just to try to show him what I see, which was everyone sick all over my Reiki wall, not feeling good, whether it was just headaches, not being able to move. I'm going to probably have to talk about ascension symptoms real quick while we wait for some people to find me anyway. It could be a buzzing, vibrating, ringing in your ears. It could be headaches around your third eye, your crown. It could be just feeling like you can't move, feeling like complete shit. Flu-like symptoms, aching in your body, bones, let's see, right? Vomiting, diarrhea. You can probably put so much on the list. So a lot of people are like, oh my God, I think I'm getting sick from this and this and this. And no, it's just ascension symptoms. It's all the garbage being purged out at this time. There's so much happening right now on this planet that it's mind-blowing for me to even grasp. And there's just so much occurring in one place right now, and we're getting ready for some intense energy. I think people are just starting to notice that we just entered a new year, a new cycle, and the energy cycles are changing within our cycles. And so I think people are starting to realize, while we should be able to handle these storms better and better as we're going through this ascension, that these storms and these energies are getting very intense, and a lot is coming to the surface very fast. Whether it's feeling very emotional, it could be you're having intense, crazy dreams. And I know everyone's been having kind of different sleep experience, whether it's like you can't sleep, you're waking up at 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning like me, right? I woke up at 3 and 5 like clockwork the past week. And usually I sleep all throughout the night, so it doesn't matter if it's more vivid dreams, remembering more of your dreams, being more tired, not being able to sleep. Just it's affecting our sleep states, because it's affecting our sleep state of consciousness right now. There are things happening. And when I look at, I pull up the Schumann resonance often and things like that. I like to check with what I'm feeling is going on and see if there's some type of scientific confirmation, right? Is there some type of science that we can use to map this ascension, my dream, right? So I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at the frequency of the planet right now yesterday. And I know everyone's like, oh, this is amazing. These frequencies are so high, and there's these spikes, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, do you think that we could possibly go up, I would say 1,500 hertz in a year on this planet? And I'm looking at these hertz frequencies, and I've never seen them before. I've never really looked at it in that detail, right, last night. And I'm thinking, holy fuck, because I know that everyone is like, this is it, this is Ascension, and I'm looking at this whole situation. And it's mind-blowing to me to really think about what we're even trying to do here, which is shift an entire planet into higher frequencies. While we've done group ascensions in the past, you know, this should be familiar to you. We've done group ascensions. We've never tried to shift an entire planet of people that don't want to do any inner work. They want a magic pill for everything. Sherry put a meme up, and it says that these people will take anything a doctor gives them and never look it up or question it. But suddenly you tell them to take chlorella, people become researchers. My life. It's my life, though. I know it's funny, but it's so ridiculous. People who don't want to do any inner work, they want a magic pill from the doctor. And it would be magic if you're going to eat garbage food and have toxic behavior. And then when you get sick, if you think there's a magic pill to fix this stuff that has become toxic in your life or your body or whatever's going on. So we've really been sold on all this stuff. It's so true, though. This is the state of the world. That while we may be at a certain level, soul level, or level of consciousness, and we may have been activated and awakened for service, and you know, you kind of go through this process where you're asleep and you're living in ego, and something happens, and you know, your DNA got triggered, it got set off. We're here, we're awake, and we've been activated for a calling bigger than ourselves in some kind of way. But I think we can look around and see that everyone's not at that place right now. So a lot of people are stuck on the first 3 chakras. Until you have your spiritual awakening and begin this process of expanding and opening your heart chakra, right? Your third eye opening and expanding, you're being recalibrated, rewired, and there are crazy things happening with our electrical systems in our body right now. So if you are feeling buzzing, vibrating, check, every sentence to do right. Buzzing, vibrating, surges of crazy energy that could feel like mania, right? You could feel a little bipolar if you're having these lows and then these surges of energy and things like that. This stuff will balance out. All right, we're going to talk about the third eye. It's my favorite chakra. I'm a little too in my third eye, and I had to work very hard at staying grounded and balanced. So I brought some candles. All right. Everyone thinks it's like, what's that movie, Doctor Strange? You guys see the Doctor Strange movie? You guys, everyone probably should have, where the lady like touches his third eye and he has this rapid third eye awakening and goes into the astral and all this cool stuff. I don't know if you guys saw that movie. That's how we picture it, right? That's how people picture opening their third eye, right? And then the aliens landed and I could see everything all at once. Well, Ascension I have found to be a slow process, that we're going through these physical changes of the body, and it takes time, that we would hit like an energy overload. So we're going through this kind of purge process, expansion of our chakras, of our energy centers, holding more light and things like that. But it is a process. Your third eye will continue to keep expanding. I was going through a lot of third eye upgrades this week, actually, with my Ascension. Sometimes I was getting headaches in the front part of my head. If you're getting headaches in that area, you know that you're getting upgraded on your third eye. It's expanding. A lot of times those headaches will be accompanied by you start to have crazy dreams. The second that I got rid of the pharmaceuticals, and I didn't have Ascension Love and Light videos to guide me along at this point in my journey. Everyone was telling me that the doctors try to help you, right? The doctors are here to help you, blah, blah, blah. And I wasn't feeling like that. I wasn't feeling like I was healing from anything they were doing, right? And I just decided that it was time to get rid of all the garbage in my life, I think. And as soon as I came off of the pharmaceuticals that I was on, it was like I got past that lesson. I felt like I was on the same lesson for like a decade. Swear to God, it was like, right, it opens up so many pathways just doing something like that. But I've started to, clearly my third eye started to open. At this point, I would say I sounded pretty crazy because, you know, you're coming from a 3D timeline and you don't have the best perspective of what's occurring to you, right? And I'm having all of these sudden crazy dream experiences, out-of-body experiences. I am seeing things like entities and people. I am telling my family about it and telling them all this crazy shit that is occurring to me. And I'm like, and you know, I would say that like Mike is very open to this stuff, obviously. So he was probably the only one that could understand I was telling the truth and this stuff was really occurring to me. And everyone else probably just thought I was going off the deep end like usual, right? I will back up. I was already having crazy astral out-of-body experiences from a very young age. I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder very, very young, and then I got like a million labels to follow like immediately after. So, you know, I took on a lot of my family's traumas as well as a healer. Like, I was there healing this stuff for my siblings and other people in my family, and a lot of the capacity I had learning with these people. And the reason why I got that label is I was having these crazy sleep experiences as a kid. Like, I slept, walked, and fell and broke my nose falling down the stairs when I was like 4 years old. I started to have real crazy sleep experiences. I probably spent half of my life sleeping in the same bed with my older sibling. Because I will have bad dreams as a little kid. I spent a lot of time sleeping in the same bed as my sister because I would have such crazy sleep experiences. She was like on Google trying to understand it. They're like, I think you have night terrors. I had this really crazy experience where I died and came back though, which I think really affected and altered my third eye, where I literally died like crazier than the movies for over 7 minutes. Like, I woke up with them starting to zip me in a body bag where they had stopped CPR and pronounced me dead. And when I came back, I immediately was like, it intensified whatever was already going on with my sleep state. And I started having these crazy sleep experiences where my sleep state would merge into this reality in a lot of ways, where my sister had one experience I remember where she could not wake me up. I was still in the dream while conscious in this reality, right? Problems with channeling. And it was like, it just opened up this entire gateway. I had someone describe it to me. It's like that DMT that floods your brain when you die. It is to move your soul out of your body into the other realm. And it was described to me, since I got sent back in some capacity, that opened some type of gateway that I was unable to close ever. Now, when I was at a very low frequency on all these pharmaceuticals and trying to navigate the spiritual, because this is always spiritual, asleep or awake, it's always spiritual lessons, right? And it was so bad for me. Like, they put me on at one point Prozac, which I found out later was a fluoride pill. Straight fluoride pill. Had no idea. Of course, I just took it from the doctor. Oh, you're depressed, here, have some of this, right? Are you kidding? So it was like it started to shut down that gateway for me, but I still had this doorway between the soul and the spiritual reality open, but my third eye was really closed and screwed up from all the pharmaceuticals I was on. That will make you depressed. If you're depressed, you probably have a blocked third eye, or you're having third eye issues. That is to let you know you're not on your spiritual path in some way too. Any type of mental health stuff, my husband was asking me yesterday my views on mental health on something, and I said I don't believe in these things. They are the part of the illusion. I don't believe in any of these concepts. If you know me, yes, I believe people can be depressed. Yes, I believe they can be, having all sorts of things going on if you know me, but I don't believe in these labels. If anyone ever had some type of mental health label, clearly a third eye type of issue. As you're doing this ascension, you're going to be more tuned into the spiritual dimensions and realms, so you're going to become more tuned in. How come people cannot believe that this is a dream we're having, but every night you go to sleep, you go to the astral, you go to the dream dimension, you're outside of your body, having an entire reality made just out of your mind and dreams? How come we can't understand it's the same here and get past these limitations with money, jobs, prison planet, and things like that? You're probably feeling more disconnected from the material as you're making your spiritual ascension. While a lot of people are driven by ego and money in the third dimension, you're probably feeling a need to be more alone, to disconnect, caring less about the material things that seem to drive people in society too. Yeah, we're talking third eye, things that are very bad for it, pharmaceuticals. That was great for me, right? I'm at a low frequency, let's throw some drugs in the mix that shut down the third eye real good. But I had to clearly experience these things. How would I be able to teach people how to heal them if I didn't experience them on some levels? I saw a post yesterday where someone that was a new friend of mine, not even a week on my page. This is why I think my page is full. So I add this person, I take a risk. So I see a post about they don't want to be on Facebook with a bunch of fucking felons, pedophiles, former drug addicts, blah, blah, blah. And I went and I left a comment and I said, I just wanted to let you know that I would say 80% of star seeds and light workers went down some type of substance type path. It's the fastest way to elevate and face your own darkness and do this whole thing here and to ensure that you wake up on some level. So I unfriended this person. I just said, because I wasn't an addict, but I was someone that was very addicted to those type of pharmaceuticals that were being given to me, so I understand these processes, right? And we have so many people that, thank God, did come off of drugs around here and are doing, Ascension and have made such amazing progress. I just thought it was a little judgmental because I would say my friends are on a lot of that list she had on there that I don't want to be on Facebook with these people. I'm like light worker traits. I'm looking at the list, right? And I'm just over the judgments on whatever because we all have much different paths, but we have to remember this is leading us back to ourselves and to our source. So we have all different experiences, right? And they have nothing to do with who we are as people. It is always just we're getting given lessons that we need to find our source on some level. So we're making this ascension and we've opened our third eyes, or people are opening them, or continually expanding them wherever you're at. I like to think we're very third eye woke around here though. But so you're giving a second sight, another sense. We were talking about the senses yesterday with my husband, and I said I'm a Taurus. I'm very good with the senses, and I know that they've taught us there's like 5 senses, but we have many senses. Our whole body is some type of sensory receiver. We're always picking up vibrations and frequencies and feelings, right, and thoughts and things like that. So, your body is the ultimate receiver. When you open your third eye, you have sight that others don't. So when you have your third eye closed, you're really stuck in that ego-based illusion of this is how reality is. You're not yearning for the spiritual in the same way. Good morning. I'm going to get some energy flowing. I think it's less about what I talk about today because I haven't been feeling like doing videos, but I'm noticing people aren't feeling good or feeling the best around me, so I wanted to come get on here and just share some good energy. I saw some people hitting my inbox, and then I'm thinking about it that some people I need other generators to vibe off of. I need other manifestors to amplify what we're doing to create. So in a lot of ways we need each other and we need to come together. So I figure we can pick up the frequencies just hanging out and doing coffee and a chat or whatever we're doing here. So it's needed. We need to shine brighter right now. We are a lighthouse for so many people that we don't even realize that people look to us for that light in a lot of ways, because a lot of people haven't learned how to tune in and become the light themselves around us. When you wake up, you set off a chain reaction in your life. Like I said, there's a lot of people around you that don't want to do any work, but it's okay. We don't realize how interconnected we are to everyone in our reality. And when we begin to awaken, we begin to stir things deep within the people around us, and they begin to awaken too. So if you weren't feeling good, it's okay. The energy's going to start moving. It already is. We're going to expect a hell of a storm right now. If you've been purging, the universe is just getting you ready for it. And like I said, that just was a huge collective timeline shift. That's why we're seeing all those ascension symptoms everywhere. People just not feeling good. I always just feel like I can't move, basically. So this energy will really be flowing by Thursday. I'm already feeling it today. I'm like, yes, I feel like I got hit by a train. My bones feel kind of achy, like I got hit by a car or something, right? But I feel real good. I was like, I feel amazing this morning. So, I've been feeling a need to be more withdrawn too and just kind of hang out here doing spiritual stuff. I got my other rug here. I put some rugs, some cute little throw rugs in here, the little fur kind, and I got my new little rug set up right here. And I've been working on my meditation space a lot. I ordered that singing bowl set that I keep talking about video. Spent my whole paycheck on a singing bowl set, which is crazy to me, right? But I mean, I figure I need them long term, so I'm real excited to get them. So I'm psyched about that. So just picture the singing bowls around me right here. We can do some fun music stuff because we're already making music and doing Reiki in this house. If you know us from making music and doing Reiki. So it really fits our theme too. So I'm really excited about that. I'm manifesting. So a lot of people are like, I feel like I'm not doing anything. Well, you're always thinking. We're usually always thinking. Welcome to being human. So this is a really good energy. If you're feeling like laying around, do it. But manifest. Be careful what you're thinking about right now. I got the music on, I'm chilling. I was like, I think I need some candles. Then I came and sat over here, and before I had to try to move the camera, it looked like I was in a UFO. like I'm gonna get beamed up. Real blue light around me, and when I channel, it's real galactic, the things that come through me, if you know me, right? So I'm, yeah, very source, very galactic type messages I get for us to do this ascension. And so it looked like I was in a spaceship. I was trying to move so I wasn't in it, but it looked like I was gonna get beamed up to space. I wish, right? So I'm working on my meditation areas. What else am I doing? I'm trying to think. I got a bunch of crystals too. I had to move all the rocks to put the rug down. So I got a bunch of crystals. I'm ready to start doing grids. We need to see more grids in this space. That was something I'd love to do. I usually do a grid every day, and you wouldn't believe how just me doing a grid helps all of our manifesting around here. I had someone say I had to do this because I like to learn with everyone. They said that it was too draining for them to post aura photos around here. I like to think that we're around amazing souls that are uplifting and recharging each other, and that we need to change our perception, because I mean, like, I have done some powerful work trying to make these spaces and build them. I'm a builder. And the people that we let in these areas and draw to us on so many levels, and there's so many people that work on these areas, and those aura photos are activating each other. Do more Reiki, right? You would think that if you're giving energy, it would make you tired. If you need energy, or if you're tired, give more Reiki. You'll get a crazy recharge. Like me doing this video, I'll get so high off of it and I'll be vibing. If you're feeling real tired, move around more. Do Reiki. Send out healing energy. We always get that energy back in our lives, amplified. I'm trying to get a game plan with my videos. I'm gonna do probably cards right after this. I've been doing less cards, and I think I'm just gonna do more videos in this space and in the mystery school space. Now this morning I tried to get Gabrielle on here. Yes, I would like to watch a video with Gabrielle teaching on the third eye, but I have the worst timing. I'm always pop up and I'm like, hi, would you like to go live right now with me? And so he was smoking a lot of weed and he didn't think it was good timing. And I should have asked 2 hours earlier, hanging out with him earlier this morning, right? But we will get this manifested, because he's really good at giving meditation type tips, and he said to put some turmeric on your third eye. I know that people will look at my videos and be like, I need some kind of classes, I need to learn more. You're getting what you need to know already about the third eye. What do we talk about? Turmeric, chlorella, meditation, gratitude, all sorts of stuff, right? This is how to master your energy, and it seems simple. How does staying in gratitude help me tune into the spiritual? How is taking my vitamins going to help? This is what we need to do. It's simple. I have kind of a built-in internal compass laid out. This is what I need to do in my life to do this ascension. And I'm just kind of getting on video and telling you guys what, my guides have me doing at the moment, and this stuff works. That chlorella, it's for everyone's getting vaccines to prevent cancer. That chlorella is an anti-cancer kind of thing too. It's huge for preventing cancer. Everyone goes and vaccinates their kids, saying that they don't want to get cancer and inject some diseases in them. But I believe that there's herbal remedies for anything going on this planet, and healing is much simpler than we've been led to believe. It was just mind-blowing to me when I woke up and I started getting people on the chlorella, right? I start doing this healing and I start getting people on it, that it could heal 80-90% of the problems people had. It doesn't matter. I see people posting about fibromyalgia, lupus, in these areas. It doesn't matter what it is, that will heal and cure those things for good. Not what the doctors offer you, some type of massive symptoms, fake bullshit cure, right? Because they're not curing anything, they're masking the symptoms, and then it's getting worse on some level. So it will really heal you on so many levels. A lot of these medications are damaging people's DNA, and your DNA goes hand in hand with your light body and your third eye. So you guys are already getting everything you need to do to get your third eye on point. Eat your turmeric, take your chlorella, take your vitamins, right? Meditate more. I like to say it's like making a phone call to the universe when we meditate. It's like having the entire universe right there. Questions? You got some questions for the universe? I do. Lots of them. Tons of them. Start to ask better questions. Meditate on them. Set intentions, or, ask questions, things you want to know about before you go to sleep. Get a grip on your subconscious. If you're talking about the third eye, you're dealing with the mental component in a lot of ways, right? The mind. Get a grip on your subconscious. Where are these thoughts coming from? You ever have these thoughts where you're like, that's not me. Where is this thought coming from? Right? Fear thoughts, whatever it is. Where are these thoughts coming from? Everyone thinks it must be entities and your ego. No, this is your subconscious programming. If you're having a fearful, this won't work, oh my God, it is your subconscious programming. So it really helps to get a grip on your thoughts, because the more positive you stay in your conscious mind, you know, your subconscious learns programming fast. You ever do something like 3 days in a row, the same routine? Like it could be like, you know, getting your coffee and going to work. Right? You can get in a routine really fast, and you could be half asleep. Like when I'm getting ready for work, I could be half asleep, and it's cool. I'll get there on autopilot, right? You ever been on autopilot where you're just kind of floating through reality and not paying attention at your job? That's your subconscious taking over. It learns our programming fast. Coconut oil is really good for your third eye. We have a lot of cannabis enthusiasts, people that are using weed for healing around us, which is amazing. The future of medicine, right? Right, cures cancer. Come on, let's get real. All right, so maybe I like the canna oil. When you make they use the coconut oil with the weed to make the oil. That probably saved my life coming off of pharmaceuticals. If anyone has any kind of like really crazy kind of healing kind of issues, like trying to come off of a lot of pharmaceuticals, a lot of chronic pain, things like that, it's really good for it. Coconut oil is amazing for your third eye. I would have had to eat some of it every day. Doing my Ascension, I would throw some coconut oil in your diet, whether you're cooking with it, eating it. It's so good for us. Heavy metals, it goes right to our head, our third eye. Our brain controls our nervous system, remember? I mean, our nervous system, we have so many people in chronic pain. I was, right? Going through this matrix. I was in a bad car accident. So we know that metals really affect the nervous system, and they would convince me that's just from your car accident, that pain you're feeling. No, it's from all the metals and what they do to our nervous system, and then it gives us these heightened senses when it comes to our pain receptors and things like that. Energy and weed, future of medicine around our movements. Things we're working on. Sound, the future of medicine, sound, throwing some binaural beats, right? I love sound too. I'm very into frequencies, vibrations, things like that. Sound healing, things like that. Coconut water. Hi, Tawny. I just came to send you guys love. I don't feel like doing videos. In case you didn't get my memo, I don't feel like doing videos, but I wanted to come try to lift up the frequencies. I saw a lot of people aren't feeling good. I wasn't feeling so hot. My husband's still sick. I see a lot of people aren't feeling so hot from what's going on with the frequencies, so I wanted to come try to lift up the vibes. We need to shine a little brighter. I've been doing Reiki. I've been off-grid just doing Reiki for the people that come find me. But it's been nice for a few days now. Been feeling a pull to retreat more and more. I think you guys know what I mean sometimes when you're doing this spiritual path, that, you know, you can really learn a lot spending time alone. Aw, sending you guys crazy love. Yeah, those singing bowls are powerful for healing. I have one in America with like a really nice heart chakra frequency one that I used to use, and I really love them for sound healing and stuff like that. You know, so many people are running around like wind-up dolls and stressed out to the max, especially if you don't have a good spiritual understanding of what you're even doing here. Why is life torturing me? Why is everything going like this? 3D perspectives, and so many people are so stressed out to the max all the time. They just are not showing it. So people are kind of going through it. Our lessons are going to intensify. Welcome to the new semester. We're running out of time. It will be made up for in energy. We're getting that energy now, if you didn't notice. So things are going to get kind of intense around here. So yeah, it's good for people to relax. Reiki is so relaxing. I had to clear my husband's chakras last night because he's sick. And you know, it's always so relaxing to give Reiki and receive it. So I asked him this morning to do sleep better, because I knew he probably did. Because I did a good Reiki session on him last night. It's very relaxing, more zenning out. People just need to learn how to relax. That's what I loved about California. Everyone is so much more like zen out there. All right, third eye. Things that are good for it. Sleep experiences, meditations, anything that helps you tune into the subconscious, right? Subconscious reprogramming, I'm huge on that. Anything like that. We can learn so much through our dreams, through the synchronicities and the symbolism and the messages being sent to us on every level. If you ever notice you start to talk about something and then you see it in your reality a little bit later, our words are powerful. We're figuring this out too. So, these manifestors are using the visual, your third eye, daydreaming, and you're using your voice and your words and your thoughts to create this stuff. So it really goes hand in hand with your throat chakra, this chakra on so many levels. Hi, I'm just ranting about the third eye. Eating better foods. Your food can be very bad for your third eye. Let's talk about what's food bad for your third eye. Meat, because it's in milk, because it's full of hormones. Yeah, it's full of another animals or whatever's hormones and things like that. Your third eye regulates your serotonin levels. So if you're taking in hormones from outside sources, it doesn't matter if it would be injections or from your meat or whatever, it's going to be really bad for your moods. It's going to be bad. I'm really into melatonin. I told someone that it will help regulate your serotonin levels. So hopefully it will keep you in a more induced state of bliss. It will help you get the right type of sleep, because sometimes when we sleep, we're not getting the right type that we need, right? The right brainwave types. So it can be really powerful. I'm huge on melatonin. Especially doing Ascension. You might, if you're not on it, have times where you wake up at 5 in the morning, 3 in the morning, ET witching hour kind of stuff. It just really will help with your third eye and regulating your moods on so many levels. So toxins are really bad for the third eye. Fluoride, awful for the third eye. It's everywhere. I know we think we have nice water filters and stuff like that, but these filters can't remove stuff like that. And so there's a lot of pharmaceuticals being dumped into our water, and and the fluoride. It's so sick that when I lived in America, that I saw they had a special cocktail for each city area, and it depended on their agenda with that city, with that major city area, as to what the pharmaceutical list was in the water. And these water filtration systems, they're designed so that they can't remove this stuff. We can't boil it out. Boiling, I've heard, makes it worse on a lot of levels. So there it is in our water. That's why people are like, well, I heard you shouldn't stay on the chlorella long. Well, as long as I'm on a toxic planet being exposed to God knows what on a daily basis, I'm going to be staying on chlorella the rest of my stay here. It was used in Atlantis. It should be familiar to you. Sea stuff. We were more in tune with the ocean then, but it was very powerful for detoxing, healing, and doing Ascension and what it could do. I've just been getting back to a lot of what I know to be good for us. So, the turmeric, really good for your third eye. Gabrielle says rub it on there too. Yeah, you see in India, they put turmeric on their third eye. It's really good for it. Doesn't matter if you're eating it, putting it on you. All right, crystals that are good for your third eye. We have a ton of them, right? Any kind of indigos, purples, real good for your upper chakras. Clear are very visionary crystals. I'm reading these. Yeah, they do. They like to put, all they gotta do is the fluoride. Fluoride sedates you. If you talk about, go look up the side effects of Prozac, which I put on the wall, which are concerning to me because that's what they're dumping in our water in higher doses. So it's like putting everyone on Prozac. And I describe Prozac, from having been on it, as a drug that you could have your grandmother die and just be like, oh, my grandmother died, I don't care. My dog just died, who cares? Just so out of your head, out of your mind, and that's what's happening. So it can be hard to reach people when they've been fluorinated, right? There's this, their pineal gland is actually calcified in a lot of ways. It will calcify it. If you calcify someone's pineal gland too bad, I think it turns to powder and disappears, blows away. So it's really bad to have calcified pineal glands on whatever level, and we see a lot of that with the chemical warfare going on in the metals. I always say metals never leave the body, and we have chemtrails going on. I don't care what you think. Fluoride in our water. We have our soil becoming increasingly toxic because of the chemicals everywhere. So our food's grown in toxic places, stuff like that. So we're getting a lot of metal exposure. So detoxing is very, very important, not only for your throat chakra, but your third eye. More time alone. You want to be around the right people. You're noticing that sometimes we can, crash into each other and vibe, and it creates a good energy, right? Lifts us up. We're high vibe. You want to be around the right energy too. You can tell who these people are that you need around you. They'll be, the type that you run into, and it's a very high vibe encounter. Get rid of the draining encounters and things like that too. We don't realize how bad that is for our energy and things like that. Yeah, it's like everyone is on Prozac around here. Yeah, seriously. So it affects the chemicals in your brain if you're going to be on an antidepressant. They classify it as an antidepressant as well as a neurotoxin and toxic waste. But they're trying to say they're using it in a medical capacity as an antidepressant. So using their science, I would just say that to have everyone on antidepressants, it would throw off the chemicals in your brain. You will stop making your own natural serotonin, and you'll become more depressed. There's a lot of scientific research to show that when you take antidepressants, it makes it so much worse. So we see everyone depressed. So we see a lot of people are depressed in this matrix, not in bliss, not very happy with their lives, more depressed. So metals will really depress you. They'll lower your frequency fast. And, the lower frequency you're at, you'll probably be more depressed, living in fear, anxiety, stuff like that. If you're real high frequency, you're going to be in bliss, love, light, all that stuff. So metals throw off your frequency and they make you depressed. They block your third eye. And those are our obstacles around here. So we had all of our third eyes shut down. This is the first time ever, this entire cycle, we're even opening our third eyes ever here. I assure you. People will tell you different, but not on this caliber. Trust me on that. I said we have our powers shut down. Yes, our third eye is part of our super package, kind of superpower package we're getting back. So for this entire cycle, humanity was shut down to the reptilian cortex, the back area of the brain, which is all about fear, basic sex, survival. You'll notice with that kind of thinking, sex is very animalistic for instant gratification, right? Not for higher octaves of love and stuff like that. So people have been shut down to that area of the brain. For the first time ever, this energy is flooding the planet and it is awakening people. It is expanding our chakras, like I said. And so people are going back to using the frontal lobe of the brain for the very first time in a very long time on so many levels. And so, like I said, that chakra will keep expanding. It's not like you just open your third eye. A lot of times you can feel when your third eye is active or open. I say it feels like a spoon on your forehead in a lot of ways. Well, I mean, these are the things that are trapping our soul. We were karmically entangled here. We woke up very tangled up here to different souls, different habits, which have become attachments on a lot of levels. Yeah, your habits can become attachments. People can be like attachments. People we manifested to fill painful voids within us that are really just latched onto our energy on so many levels. Ascension is a process. We're going to gradually continue to change and evolve. It's not going to happen overnight. Everyone needs to stop being hard on themselves about where their path has led them to. I think it was Heather on the wall feeling guilty about not being able to quit smoking cigarettes. No. Stop being so hard on yourself. Stop sitting around and being so hard on yourself. You would never be like that to your friend. Be more supportive too of where your path has led you in so many ways. The goal is to let go of all these things that are not serving us and are bad for us in so many levels, because we liberate our souls in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways, I see when people come off of those medications, they liberate their soul in a crazy kind of way. Because if you die and you don't come off of them, you're going to have to come back here to continue working. So these become our soul traps. The medications, big soul trap, right? The thing is not serving us, but they're not healing us, right? You have to take those pills every day. How come you didn't take those painkillers for a week and then, you healed? How come you're on these pills every day for the rest of your life generally? Because they're not healing you. They're just masking symptoms, making them more bearable, but they're really but then you're not dealing with the root cause, and your body will continue to spiral in the direction it was already headed. So if we have something going on, any type of pain, especially that's emotional pain, these are spiritual traumas that we can heal, and we can kind of release the things not serving us. So if these medications were working, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But I notice people are being asked to take them forever. Right? Then they're not healing you if you're having to take pills every day. If you try the natural approach, yeah, you might do some detox and you might do some purging and some healing, taking the chlorella, but you know, you can expect to heal anything within like a year tops, right? Doing some inner work, you can heal this stuff for the rest of your life, it will be gone. So they're not giving you any solutions because people are sold on, I'm gonna go get a pill that will solve my problem. Not that it took a while for your body to get sick and you know, you're gonna have to reverse whatever damage you did. Things that will raise your frequency fast, ditching the pharmaceuticals will keep you on their frequencies, but I think there's like a contract included with those pills that they take your abilities somehow. I think there's some type of contract that we, I don't know how, agree to, that when we're taking their garbage, that they can actually take our abilities and be using them. They're probably against humanity on so many levels. So when I got off of the pharmaceuticals, like I said, I got my abilities back. And I was always very gifted, even on them. But like on all new levels, got them back. They want to convince you there's something wrong with everyone. It doesn't matter if it's like a mental health thing. You're crazy. Pain, perfect. Broken arm, great. You are broken in every way that they can. It's always been a mind fuck around here. They've indoctrinated you since you were a kid. What do you want to be when you grow up? A doctor or a police officer? The brainwashing started young. You go to school. What do you want to be? A hero like a cop or a doctor saving lives? And you can pay all this money and go to college and maybe you can do this. So they've idolized these people in our eyes that these are the Matrix heroes, the police officers and the doctors. This is who we go to when we need saved and we need help. These are the heroes. They taught us that in elementary school. So you go through the Matrix, you're having problems, and you believe that's who you should seek out on so many levels. The universe has a sense of humor. We are healers. The universe has a sense of humor. We are healers, so we probably didn't get good results if we went down those avenues, which we all had to, or we wouldn't have been able to understand the issues going on this planet on some level. Lawyers, the heroes, right? We're talking about the obscene money some of these people have and how none of them are playing like Batman. I want to go play superhero. We want some high-tech spy equipment. If you know me, I keep putting the vibes out. Can I get some like high-tech spy equipment like the superhero movies? Like I want to get professional around here. So, you know, if I had like, you know, $300 billion, I think it could help me get like a Batmobile. Some kind of spy equipment or whatever we might need to play superhero and go save the planet, right? On so many levels, so I don't see any of these people doing that. I see these are the people that can walk by other people suffering and be fast to disconnect from it. A lot of these people around here. I'm just sending good vibes, killing time. Try to ditch the toxins. It's number one. We want to stop putting metals and toxins in our body, because if we have no metals and toxins in our body will just heal itself like magic. But if we're taking their pills, our body won't heal. So if you were not on any pharmaceuticals, your body would naturally heal itself, believe it or not. It has amazing capability. But if we're adding pharmaceuticals or metals or any type of toxins to our body, it shuts down our capability to heal. So they like to add a lot of toxins around here, and then everyone is sick and broken around here, and this is why. So if we can stop any toxins or metals from going into our body, which is how we try the best we can, it will really help us be able to heal and just purify naturally. We have built-in ascension capability. So if they keep everyone, you know, on fluoride and metals, people won't ascend. They'll be stuck on those, you know, states of frequency, states of mind. So, yeah, those are the Matrix enforcers, like the Matrix movie. They say these are the Matrix enforcers. So, this stuff is bad for your third eye. The Matrix is bad for your third eye. I love the meme that says that watching television is like taking spray paint to your third eye. Watching television is like taking a can of spray paint to your third eye in a lot of senses, right? A lot of it isn't good. I always say the reason why is because even though we're observing things here, your body can't tell the difference, your mind can't tell the difference between television and real life. So, you know, there's a lot of television programs that we've become very desensitized to violence. Yeah, they just shot that guy. Who cares, right? They're gonna shoot the next bad guy. And we see a lot of violence on television, but our third eye can't differentiate. Our subconscious can't differentiate between, the illusion of television and reality. So in a lot of ways, television has been programming people for a while. We tend to, pick up on the habits we see happening around us. So they put a bunch of people on television that have the worst habits, right? Like, I don't care if it's like, the Kardashians, whoever it is, because we tend to pick up on the programming around us. Good morning, Divina, Ayla, with your 50 fake accounts. I'm like, hi, is this you? I mean, I'm not suspicious or anything. I'm just better safe than sorry, right? Welcome back. This is gonna be, people need to understand that I didn't build my mission overnight. And I've just been working at it every day, and we're feeling this calling to build these missions, and it's important to realize that it takes a lot of time and work, and a lot of people are starting out and doing this spiritual work and expecting these huge results. Keep working at it. Keep following your intuition where it is leading you with the work that you are doing. In whatever way, it's going to come together, but we need to build solid. We're realizing that when we build things too fast and do a sloppy job, they don't tend to last. We need to build in the spiritual. We need to build these missions to last in a lot of ways. I have just started over and let my entire reality crumble around me, including this week, so many times this past year. Just took a step back and just let everything fall in around me. And then, here I am. I'll try to pick up the pieces again today, as I say, right? So we need to build solid in so many regards. Just keep following your intuition where it's leading you with this work that you're doing. Reading these comments. Heal yourself. Once you do, you will heal others. Right? It doesn't matter. A lot of what I'm saying to people, like I said, it has to do more with my energy. I'm always working on it, so hopefully I can get on video and it will positively influence your aura, your energy being around me. So it's important to realize that when we're on pharmaceuticals, when we're at a low frequency, instead of having a positive impact on everyone, we tend to have a negative impact vibrationally on a lot of the people around us, on a lot of levels. So it's really important that we take care of our energy first, and that our energy is on point, because it will be influencing everyone that we're coming in contact with. And Facebook is no different. We tend to think we're at home alone and just browsing on Facebook, but like I said, there is an energetic exchange with everything you're seeing all the time and everything in your reality. Quit your prison planet job yesterday. Yes, please. Sometimes you just had to take a leap. We want everything laid out and perfect for us, waiting though, right? We don't want to take a jump with no timeline waiting and we don't know where we're going, right? I don't want to step out into the unseen with no plan ever. I want to have it all planned out and my next reality waiting for me. And sometimes you have to take a leap of faith and follow your intuition. And, like we're moving, everyone just thought I was crazy and out of my mind. And I've never been more tuned into my life. To myself and my calling and what I'm here for and my purpose. So, a lot of people will look at that like it's crazy, but I see other people doing it too. And, you can make a way doing this spiritual work. And, she's one of my good friends that I've known, I say from past lives, but it's true, from past lives and past lives within this one that I did, like on literal levels. And she's also one of my students, and, she finished her Reiki a while ago, and I know I'm watching my students go and make their missions and make their way on so many levels, and it's amazing. Keep following that soul pull, because, if you're a healer, the universe will put you to work healing people. Oh, people will just find you. I try to hide out expert level. People will just come to my inbox and find me, right? And seek me out. Doesn't matter. I haven't been doing videos in 2 weeks. People will still come find me where I am. The universe will send you people to heal on every level. This is where you have to manifest, though. How many people have tried to do healing work and things like that and had a hard time with it? We need to put our manifesting abilities into practice. And we can become very magnetic when we're happy. I have a bad day and no one wants to be around me, I say. Right? You have a bad day, no one wants to be around you. You tend to repel people. They just don't want to be around you. When you're all lit up and happy, you tend to become very magnetic. So in order to manifest better, we need to stay lit up and happy. If you're trying to manifest out of fear or like worried, it's not going to work good. The universe is aligned with what makes us happy and our bliss. So if you guys want to get better at manifesting, make sure that you're, manifesting people to you. You need to become magnetic with your energy, and you need to draw people to you. A lot of people go around trying to look for people. Twin flames, customers, right? Whatever it is, you need to sit where you are, magnetize your energy so that the things that you're manifesting will come to you in your reality. Some people think they should go around running around in 9-to-5 jobs and be like looking for stuff. No, you need to just sit where you are and magnetize what you're trying to manifest to you. It will work a lot better if it's making you happy. So I have to stay really excited about my videos, even though I don't want to be sometimes, like today. You got to stay excited about what you're doing, the work that you're doing, and it will go a million times better when you're in bliss and you're happy about doing this work too. It's like anything else. If you're unhappy at your job, you might be losing your job, right? It might not be for you. The universe is only ever trying to lead us to bliss and to being happy in our lives, and creating things that we're happy about. So if we're miserable doing healing work, perfect. It'll be like a prison planet job, and it probably won't work out good. So stay excited about what you're doing. Someone wants to exchange Reiki with someone. We're doing Reiki exchanges all day long in these areas. I don't know about this guy because I didn't get to psychically scan him or anything, right? But I will tell you that I'm in these areas, like these are my hangout areas. My page is pretty dead if you didn't notice. I don't even really get a lot of likes over there. And I'm more in these group areas because they're nice quarantined areas. We have magic around them so that, negative entities can't get in them. Swear to God it works. I know, mind-blowing stuff. So I don't know, if you guys are trying to exchange energy, maybe throw some more cute kid pics up, some more grid pics up, pictures of your life. What are you doing that's spiritual in your life? I don't care if it's saging some candles, hanging out. I got a new shaker for the rocks. So it doesn't matter. Just throw a picture up, a selfie up. Yeah, that is an energy exchange. Yep. You go ahead and like someone's stuff, comment on it, say hi. These are energy exchanges that are occurring in these areas. I don't know who everyone is around you in your life, but this is your soul tribe in these areas. I know, because that's who I'm gathering to meet my consciousness group so we can get out of here and make a planetary ascension. So I know that. And you'll probably find that you vibe so much better with your soulmates, your soul tribe. I know it's not the same on Facebook, but when we get together in real life, it is so powerful. We're gonna bring over, I think so many people to the rocks in March. Allie's coming, Francisco, Nicola, we have a whole group going, and you won't believe how powerful that energy will be to have us coming together when we haven't been together since probably, the beginning of the cycle. And for us to find each other and come together doing this ascension and be in these past places that we're so connected to, it's just so powerful. So to me, I can't do these forced encounters. Yeah, I'm either vibing with you or I'm not. And I vibe with you guys. You'll find them on these comments and and stuff. This is where I want to be. With my free time, I'm over here hanging out or whatever, right? And so these are things that light me up. It makes me happy to see my soul group working and evolving and learning and detoxing, right? And just trying to do what they need to do this ascension. And these are the people I want to be around, on every level. So I would recommend more energy exchanges with your friends here. Like some more stuff. Leave some more hearts. I like to leave hearts. Facebook hates it. They're emoji banning me now. Leave some more love. It must be doing something good if Facebook's trying to shut down the love around here. More hearts. Every time that you leave a notification, it hits the person's phone. Yes. It's like sending energy. Oh my God, I got a notification. It's lighting my phone up all day. So you can use this Facebook to send energy more than you know. You are. Every time that you leave a reaction, a comment, like someone's stuff, make sure it's high vibe. Make sure it's love. Make sure it's not you're feeding into negative people and their victim stuff on those posts. Make sure it's more love and light kind of exchanges. That's why I like these areas. They're always pretty high vibe. Yeah. Ascension can be throwing up in the toilet, kids sick everywhere, pets dying, hard as fuck lessons, your whole reality falling in, having everything come back to you that was going through your family line, the whole cycle, some deep stuff. I don't try to sugarcoat ascension. So we see a lot of people needing Reiki and healing on any given day around here, sometimes more than others with these storms and things like that. More energy exchanges. In these areas, you'll get your energy back though. Yeah, you'll notice if you need Reiki or you're dying or your world's falling in, that the people that are around will be very fast to respond to you. The people that are around. Swear to God, they'll be fast to send you love and Reiki and healing, and these are the healers that you're around on some level. So I find that I like to keep my energy exchanges in these areas a lot of the time, because then I can get my energy back. That my exchanges are being reciprocated. I can get that love back. If I'm going to do some 3D energy exchanges and I'm just pouring my enlightenment and love and energy into people, it's not being reciprocated. I prefer to have these areas that I can pour some energy out, some people give me some love back, I pour it back, and we just start to, create this insane energy that lifts us all up on so many levels. And you can feel it. Just me getting on video here and hanging out for like an hour and having a chat will hopefully make me and everyone else feel better. So it's powerful. I just prefer that I'm doing these, energy exchanges with my soul group right now. I find that's the only thing that's real to me around here lately in my reality. Like everything else is just pretty much illusion, right? Faces coming and go in the matrix. I'm paying more attention to the people that are always around me. And to the people that want to be around me. I have a lot of people I'm always trying to force, like I want to be their friend, right? And I'm trying to be around them, and I notice I'm more into the people that want to be around me too, that I notice on a lot of levels. More high vibe energy exchanges. That is really good. Anything that lifts your frequency is going to put you higher in frequencies and in the higher dimensions, the higher densities. It's going to be really good for your upper chakras to be vibing really high. If you feel tired, Ascension flu, like you can't move, you're going to feel really heavy, really dense. So the more you can vibrate and the higher, the more in your upper chakras you'll be too. More high vibe energy exchanges. I tried to make good spaces we could do it in on so many levels. We've been going through this sorting of soul process around here too, where some people they like to talk about enlightenment and watch YouTube videos, and they just weren't doing the inner work, and people get singled out all the time. We're doing this group Ascension, and you really have to put the work in though. You got to take your vitamins. You can't just watch YouTube videos to work on your third eye. You got to meditate. You got to take your vitamins. You got to do more spiritual stuff. You know what to do though. You don't need anyone like me to tell you what to do on very real levels. I know we always feel we need like an instruction book with Earth School, but you have this internal compass and you know what you guys had to do. Everyone's going to start to feel a lot better. The energy will really start to flow crazy Thursday. So we're not the only ones feeling like you can't move. We don't want to do anything, calling in sick to work. And so what happens is it really put a stop to this planet. Like everything flows on a daily basis, right? We flow, we create an earth vibration, and really kind of put things at a stop here, like a real physical stop where people are like laying around more, not moving, not going to work, stuff like that. And so as soon as this storm hits Thursday, it's going to light a fire on this planet, and I'm so ready. I've been getting ready for like a week. And it's going to light a fire on this planet, starting with Valentine's Day. We get a storm kickoff on Valentine's Day. Now, I could care less about their fake saint day, but we have a crazy astrological alignment on Valentine's Day, and it's in Taurus, so me and Allie are super excited. I'm doing these activations. I don't even remember what they're for, and a live feed on Thursday. I have an event on my Sparks of Divine Light Healing page for activations I'm doing on that day. And then I'm doing a live feed. It's like literally 3 days later, this storm will peak. So the storm will peak at the end of the weekend. It will last till Wednesday, this intense energy from Thursday to Wednesday. If you've been having Ascension symptoms, you just did a huge collective timeline jump. Your body is adjusting. You'll start to feel a lot better by, when this storm hits. This energy is always high vibe for us, and we can flow really good in it and move and manifest. So I felt this morning, I could already feel the energy hitting the planet. You probably might not feel it till like Thursday, but it's going to be really powerful for us and helping us move forward, since a lot of us are feeling like you can't really flow or move at this moment, or just starting to again. So I'm doing the blue star activations in this space. So this is when the storm peaks. I don't remember the exact date. Let me look at my calendar. Monday. I was like, I think the universe aligned it perfect because I have weekends off. I do most of the time work on Sundays though, so my weekend off is like Saturday off. So I was thinking this morning, probably Monday, because the universe wouldn't do that to me, make me work this weekend. So Monday, I will be coming back to this space, and I'm going to be doing blue star activations, and then the day after we're doing cord cutting too. So that will help. We can keep making sure that you're cutting your cords a lot. you know, taking care of your energy. And that's some of my favorite energy to work with. This storm will be very galactic. We have a lot of solar lunar energy effects, and we have a lot of galactic incoming energy waves expected. Incoming galactic energy wave. So I'm really excited about it. So we're doing the blue star stuff in this space. Okay, since I have nothing to talk about, crop circles. So I get the email back today, and this is my crop circle tour. I'm like, I didn't even want to go to the rocks in March. I know Francisco doesn't know this yet. I said I didn't even want to go. And that the rocks are so last year in that way. And that I'm ready to go do something different. And I'm going to do the rocks and crop circle tour in one. And that I'm going to do something, my own little thing, and I'll go find the crop circle by myself somewhere. It was how I was feeling yesterday, right? I'll go find a crop circle and go play by myself. All right, so we're going to the rocks in March. This crop circle connector plays messages me back, or this tour plays, and they're like, we book up crazy, so you need to let us know the dates. So I get a list of like potential dates that they do this. They're into science like me. You can tell they're mapping them out by when they may happen too, like me, right? Expert level with the calendar and the storms and the moon. Okay, so I got a list of dates. I want to go. Forget the rocks. I can do 2 in 1. I want to go. I'm going to say twice just so I don't freak Sherry out. I want to go twice this summer. Yeah. Anyone else want to go play crop circle with me? Come find me to my inbox. I'm going to go play Investigate the Crop Circle mission in Alien Activations this summer. So I got the dates. I have to get the real calendar out. I pulled up the moons the best I could and picked out 2 dates. I'm going in June. Screw waiting till August, right? I'm going the first dates they have. Crop circle season will be there. And so I'm going to be looking at the first week of June, I believe. I'm not sure. We got the dates. And then again in probably July, June, July. So I'm going to do March rocks, June, July, probably crop circles. Go back to the rocks. I believe it is September, the equinox. I always say, yeah, equinox. I had to think about it, if it's solstice or equinox. The equinox, which will be September. So I'm looking at going to Stonehenge 4 times in the next 6 months and doing crop circles twice those times too. So that is thrilling to me, right? Everything I was always talking about and posting and teaching about Stonehenge, and you know how significant it is to our consciousness group and our past lives. So I'm really excited about that too. So who wants to go on a crop circle tour? You know, we can do it hella cheap. Unfortunately, your airfare would be your main expense trying to go play Vision, I found, right? So, you know that we stay in this hostile that is ours, by the way. We own it now. We own the rights to it. They let us go stay there and film there and be crazy there and smoke weed outside, and they're real cool to us. And they talk to us about what I'm doing there all the time with Stonehenge and my mission to save humanity. I love telling people that are asleep about it, but they really are cool there. And so we stayed there real cheap. And the Stonehenge, which is a private tour, so if we had people that want to do it with me, we could probably get a private group tour too with these people. So it's right by where we stay anyway. Even if we didn't want to do the tour, we can go find the crop circles ourselves. I already signed up and paid for the crop circle connector site that finds them, that everyone uses, that does these tours anyway. So, you know, me and Sherry are expert level at going and finding these places on our own if she wants to go. We don't need a tour. We'll go break in ourselves and go find the place. GPS, right? No, but I really want to do this crop circle tour. These people are on TV all the time. They're legit. They do like their own little guided tour. I want to do that at least once too, to check it out for sure. They have a lot of information about them, stuff like that. They're even open to the idea that they don't know if they're extraterrestrial or, you know, imprints of source energy, some type of blah, blah, blah. They have all sorts of things. So, yeah, Sherry, are you up to go to the rocks twice? I will pay for food in a hotel if you know me probably too, right? We can do this cheap for Sherry, my personal assistant. She gets free trips now. So she just has to probably pay for gas. We could do this. I got the dates. I'm going to get the calendar out after I do a real video probably. And I'm going to map it out. Seb has no life anyway. He's just getting on his mission. He wants to move to some other city. He's kind of free falling. He may as well just go too. And it will be so awesome. Yeah, we need a group of people that are cool and want to go play my mission with me though. Yeah, if you want to come, I want to go play my crop circle mission and do videos, and it's not hard to do. We can hang out and do it at the same time, right? So, yeah, I want to go on a serious crop circle expedition. Assistance needed to go do this. We want to do some scientific research on these areas. It will alter your energy permanently. It will connect you more to your source, they say. It puts you in these, like, different states of consciousness fast, altered frequencies, intense healing can occur, where people have been very sick and gone near these crop circles and just miraculously, like, everything changed. Enlightened overnight. Crazy stuff. Extraterrestrial contact may occur. Yes, we saw crafts over there, and this is an area, these areas, where a lot of paranormal stuff happens, much like Shasta. I believe these are landing areas. Look at the fields. They're just like flat fields and there's nothing there. It's like Machu Picchu, right? Some of these areas could have been UFO airport areas. Well, thinning veils, dimensions, flat areas to land crafts, and you see these are no-fly zones, and there's always crafts above there and crazy stuff happening. And with these crop circles, there's a lot of craft sightings. UFOs love them. We don't know if they made them, they might have, but at the least they love them. So we see a lot of like craft sightings and crazy stuff kind of that go hand in hand with these, paranormal type crop circles. They are paranormal. They are not explainable by science. They were not human made. They don't know where they came from. So why don't you come with us, Stephanie? Oh my God, we can do literally you're looking at airfare. That's it. Because, like I said, we can share a room like we do. And so we're looking at food and airfare in a room. And like I said, the food is cheap to get, right? So it's real cheap. All you're looking at is airfare or travel costs. Like for me, it's a train ticket, basically. And it's just so amazing to think that I'm about to be on video playing at crop circles. Because we live in a dream reality, and I'm realizing that it's just like a dream, and I can manifest this crazy over-the-top stuff, like crazy, right? And so, this is insane to me, mind-blown to me. I just keep on going next level with my manifestations and what I'm doing. I feel like, Shasta was very last year to me, and now I'm like, let's go play with crop circles and crafts. I want to meditate. We haven't done this yet. I want to meditate with you guys and summon the crafts. I can summon UFOs for my gifts, for my abilities. I can telepathy them too. And they're very tuned into me as a starseed. And I was with my friend by Glastonbury and showed them. I'm not even joking. And they were so mind-blown to me that you could see the crafts and I was telepathy in it and it was doing like a light show. And I just sat there like in awe, like staring up for like 20 minutes with this person. And they said they had never seen a UFO before. So I'm telling you that we could do like Dr. Greer does. I don't know a lot about him, but I've seen before on videos where he would have groups of people and they would summon crafts, right? Love and light. So I want to do a meditation like that in some of these areas where, it's very powerful when we can meditate together. If you guys have had an attunement by me, you know that I will meditate and tune into you that way. Meditation is very powerful, especially when you have, 2 or more people connecting at the same time meditatively. So I would love to do that. That was one of my plans to come to the UK in the first place, that we could go do something and have people come and that we could summon these crabs. That's like the main thing I wanted to do that we haven't done yet too. Get out of your box. One of my Reiki students who just met me, I think, is coming with us. And she's like, my family says I'll probably get killed. I said, we're only manifesting high vibe experiences. Yeah, I had to go through those crazy train stations and areas. It's cool. We're only manifesting high vibe experiences. I'll just have you know on these voyages, there's nothing more spiritual than you can get than coming together with your soul family, your consciousness group in real life. The last time we were learning all together in the same place, that we're very spread out during this time. Get out more. Yup, UFOs, especially in these areas. You just see so much more of that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's because, the U.S. and their military, stuff like that. There's just more stuff like that happening. But this is the heart chakra. If you think about the heart chakra, it's, an interdimensional porthole, and it would be no different than for the earth, right? So we're doing crop circle videos coming. I'm trying to think what else I'm doing too. I have other things I'm doing. Stuff like that. I think I'm going to put out the vibe so that if people are near me in the UK, that they can come do readings here. Spiritual tea. Have tea and crumpets. Tea and vegan snacks over here too or something. I want to get together like a meetup at some point, not for a little bit because we have a lot going on with crop circles and stuff like that, but I want to put together like a monthly meetup or something that could be really awesome here. I'm setting up my spiritual space, right? Play space, turning my house into a fairy wonderland and stuff like that. Yeah, I have a lot of fairy energy in my house. I told my husband Francisco might even end up here sometime with all our craziness, right, staying here. I have so much fairy elemental energy, and it was just such a big part of my spiritual journey that when I was on Mount Shasta and I was doing videos and I watched one of them, sometimes I had to watch back to see my video, and I could see fairies, like see them all around me, and I hadn't noticed when I was channeling, and because, you know, you're really in the moment doing these videos. And then I saw it after, and, you know, I did ask the elementals to assist me on my mission, and it kind of led me to the UK on so many levels after that. So I have so many of those energies around me here, too. It's so crazy. Hi, Dale. Are you going to see crop circles? He wants off the island. I said I've never felt more enslaved here. Thanks, immigration. Yeah, I know you guys think that, you know, these immigration policies are helping with immigration problems, but they're really just imprisoning me. I know you guys think it's helping, but these people, a lot of these people that come to, you know, other countries to live, they don't mind being imprisoned and enslaved on the island forever. They're okay with it. They're okay with going to America forever from some of the countries they're coming from, but I've never felt more enslaved in my life that I can't just go to Machu Picchu. So last night we're watching television. Yeah, like Netflix. And in the middle of the show my husband watches, they show Machu Picchu. And they're up there like playing detective. It's like some kind of like detective show too. And yeah, it was so badass. I was like, that's for me. There's no way that could have even been in this TV show, right? That they just ended up in Peru from like some America TV show or something. And it was so awesome. And I was like, I'm going to be meditating up there. You see how they're standing real high up there? My dream, and now my current dream, is to just go meditate up there in the middle of all that beautiful, crazy nature. And it's just probably some of the craziest energy. We know that a lot of the groups that did make an ascension out of here lived in South America in some of these places. And it's just so crazy. So it was so awesome that it was in this TV show. Because I was like checking it out real crazy. So I'm talking and posting about Machu Picchu last week, and now I'm seeing it seep into, you know, the things around me on a lot of levels. We can really talk about the things that we want to do and see, and it'll make it happen. What day are you planning the rocks? This time we're going in March. It'll be for the solstice, which who knows when it is, and our friend needs a roommate in her room. Anyone want to go play March rocks? We know someone who needs a roommate. You can inbox me. But we're going in March with our admins and kind of a small group. And I don't know the other dates. Those are crop circle events. The next two I'm going to go to. So we're going in March, and then we're going on whatever the fall one is, which I think is September. So March, I'm trying to think if there's one in between. No, there's one in July. So we're going March, July, and September. The rocks are open 4 times a year. And usually those dates are around the 21st of every month. So I don't know the dates of when the equinox is. I think it's probably March 21st, the next one. And then I'm going to do crop circles in between. I'm going to be bringing them to a feed. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to do a real video. I'm sending you lots of good vibes though. Try to get the frequency up. I know that we're feeling a pull to rest, but it'll help you if you flow around more. Even if it's just cleaning your house, moving around, making yourself do some work. Move around a little bit more. It'll really, you know, get the energy flowing a lot better in your life. Love and light.